One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champions, the Akron Zips. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Akron's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Zips are on the move. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra muscle.
Turning on the Jets. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the defensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
That's reeled in. It's Barber. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Zips can really attack on this second and short. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
That's caught. It's Barber. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Hey, knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Grabbed in the middle, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Got his man quickly. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got a man. It's Barber. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go right back to the run. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dances away. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Hills. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Zips look to keep this drive humming.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
So now it's second and long.
29 Philly.
Back to pass. Right on target this time. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Akron! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again,
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Powell.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Here's the pressure. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Barber. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Zips want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Sets up the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Barker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corner's going to give them room. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Zips will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hoosiers hit it quickly to the line. The give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
He's taken down at the 40. It's third down.
The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. To move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Zips will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On the run, it's Powell. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Red pass, it's complete.
doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Zips have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going for 6. Touchdown, Zips! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff from the gun. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to pass, it's Montgomery. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
That pass is incomplete.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
This time it's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just keep slinging it. Got his man on the right. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The screen, he can go. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On the run, it's Dupree. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Makes the catch. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Barker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense...
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule, and they finally, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.